All right, lads, they finally did it. They did a small developer diary over here on the NA side of things, and they announced that we, over here on the NA side, are going to be getting the 20th anniversary Fate Stay Night campaign. Finally, by the way, I was getting worried that we were going to have to celebrate the 22nd anniversary for Fate Stay Night, but they said, no, we didn't forget about you guys. We're going to give you guys the same campaign. You're going to get all the bells and whistles, all the goodies that JP got, including the free servant. So we're going to break this down in today's video, like, sub, all that good stuff. But with that being said, let's start breaking it down. Now, obviously, the main headlining thing that everybody is wondering about is, do I pick Artoria? It seems like the obvious thing to do because she is the 5-star servant and she's really, really good. And I would say, yes, Artoria, even if you already have her, is probably the best option to go ahead and pick. Unless you already have her at, like, NP2, then you could probably afford to go for somebody else, but securing this servant will help you out a lot in the long run. Now, she pretty much is relegated to being a farming servant. I am going to take her to a couple of difficult quests in tomorrow's video to kind of show off what she's able to do and show that, yeah, she can kind of just brute force her way through certain content, but she's mostly a farmer, and she's pretty much unrivaled as a farmer as far as Buster AoE Sabers are concerned until Saber Alter gets her buff, and then, you know, it's pretty much beef between Artoria and her edgier variant, but she's very, very strong. And on top of being a strong servant, she also has a lot of rank ups and a lot of interludes, so not only is she the best servant here to pick, you also get a lot of Saint Quartz back for picking her. But again, if you already have her at NP2 or you already have her at NP1 and you want to collect servants that you don't have, Emiya and Heracles are also really good options. Not only is Emiya and Heracles very, very strong options, Heracles as more of a survivability servant, although you do want to go ahead and get his Bond CE, but with all the CEs that we have, teapots, with Bleached Earth missions coming out that give you extra bond and stuff along those lines, 90++ nodes that give you a lot of bond, you could just stick him in the back line, and over the course of like the next year, you'll probably get his bond CE, as long as you're being pretty diligent about it. But the thing for Emiya is that while he's really, really good, I've noticed that a lot of people don't use him all that often, but for the same reason that Artoria will give you a lot of Saint Quartz back, Emiya also gives you a butt ton of Saint Quartz back. This dude has so many interludes and so many rank ups that it's almost a minor investment going in to pick him or Artoria. But again, I think Heracles also gives a decent bit. I think it's 2 interludes and 2 rank ups, if I'm remembering correctly, so you also get a decent bit back for him. I do think this is really unfortunate because the Ku and Medea CEs are my favorite. I really like these ones, but unfortunately, there really is no reason to pick a 3-star that you can get on the friend point gacha, unless someone like, say, Medusa, Medea, Kojiro are your favorite characters. You're kind of at a loss if you don't go for any of the gold rarity servants, because, you know, these are like 1%. Like, getting Artoria is like super, super rare. Unless you're me and she's the first SSR that you picked up in the game, and then she also just shows up randomly in her gacha, so you have her at NP2. I'll personally be going for that NP3 because I'm a bit obsessive. You know, I like all things Saberface related, so I'm going to try to go for that NP5. For real, me and Medea do connect at a spiritual level, but with that being said, you know, with kind of talking about Artoria and whether or not she's the one to go for, yes, you can go for her, but if you go for Emiya or Heracles, they're also fine, but I would highly recommend you go for the 5-star servant. We're going to be getting a really good login bonus for this, and I was very happy to see that we're getting the exact same one that JP got. That is going to be 60 Saint Quartz, which is 2 multis, which is really, really nice. Unfortunately, if you were hoping that this would come back in time for you to get some additional summons on the summer banners, it does not look like that is going to be the case because the campaign ends on the 6th of August at reset, and this ends at the August 7th. So it looks like you might be able to get lucky and have a day of this Saint Quartz coming in to, like, on the last day of all these banners being out, but it wouldn't surprise me if they were like, oh, whoops, actually, we're gonna release this as soon as this goes away. Here's your 60 Saint Quartz as soon as the banners go away. But at the very least, it does look like you probably will, just by dates, have a day to use these on some of these banners, but again, it wouldn't surprise me if they were just like, surprise, yoink, we actually are going to just drop those on the exact day that the banner goes away. But it should give you 2 multis on these banners, which I think is very, very cool. I think it's very cool if it happens. The other thing that I would like to comment on, though, by the way, is that we're getting 60 Saint Quartz, but the Saint Quartz to QP ratio is crazy. We're getting 4 million QP, but 60 Saint Quartz. I think that's really crazy. It's like, bro, come on, give us the foes to max out the servant we got, because 10 and 10 is not enough to even, you know, normal foe, the free servant you picked up. Just give us the 20, man. Just give us the 20, and then give us, I don't know, like a decent chunk of QP, because if you pick Artoria, I don't know if this is enough to even fully ascend them with 4 million QP, because I think Final Ascension is like 3 million QP, something along those lines, so I don't even think you could fully ascend them if you had 0 QP. I mean, that's also not including the small amounts of QP for the level, so I don't know, they're really stingy with QP for some reason. I don't really get it. It might have something to do with this over here, where they're going to have everything available for, you know, leveling up your servants. All your dailies are going to be open, but they're not half off for some reason, which just is kind of weird. I mean, okay, look, it's not a bad campaign. How much can I really complain about being able to pick up a free copy of a 5-star? But come on, man, you couldn't have like made it half off. You couldn't have given us the half off dailies, because 40 AP for dailies is just generally not worth it. You know, you'd rather go out and farm free quests for materials, but unfortunately, you have better chances of getting, you know, statues and monuments from free quests, and it just feels really bad. It just feels really bad having to do dailies for it, because it's like, oh, that has the higher drop rate and it's 40 AP, but I don't know. At the very least, they are giving us double EXP over here, and that's not chance-based. That's not the double or triple, you know, suck chance that we're used to getting. This is just flat-out double EXP. So if you want to grail any of these servants, or God forbid, you want to 120 any of the following servants, now is the time to start. You know, start saving your EXP that you're getting from the current summer event, and start stashing it away for these guys over here, because that double EXP is super nice. It's the same thing that your free-to-plays get anytime we have a free-to-play event, right? So, for instance, if you're leveling up the Valkyries and you're like, wow, they're getting so much EXP, that's the same thing these guys are going to be getting, right? It's super, super nice. They're also getting a damage bonus, which is also why I think they might try to finagle it and drop this right after the summer event ends, so you can't kind of cheese your way through the event. But then again, maybe they will let you have that one day of being able to use Artoria in the final node, because that would be kind of interesting, right? She would have 50% power mod on the Lancer node. That'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool. That's all I'm saying. I'm just, please do not shaft us on that one, because I would still like to make an attempt for an NP2 Scotty, and I need one more copy of Wu, so please do not finagle us on this one. The dates, again, look like they align, but don't do that. Tucson, don't do this to me, all right? Game update, I don't think we're getting this. They didn't say anything about the rates or anything being updated. This was just pretty much all of the normal stuff that we're getting. You know, there's the login bonus, and then they talk about, yeah, there's the campaign, and then there's the normal stuff we're getting. So, because this was something I thought they did during New Year's when Rasputin dropped, but I don't know, maybe they also changed it again? Maybe they readjusted the rates? I don't know. It's super weird. But yeah, there's also going to be a summoning campaign going up on this, which, bro, if you don't pick the servant you want and then have to go summon for them, you're just a dummy, all right? You're just a dingus, all right? If you want Herc that bad to go summon for him, pick Herc, pick him up. Don't summon on this banner. Don't be a dingus. If you want Artoria, don't summon for her. Pick her up for free, for absolutely free. Just, I don't know why this banner is out here. Why is Saber Altar not on rate up? Why is Gilgamesh not on rate up? They're on the bonus for the CEs. Why is this not a Gil and Saber Altar rate up? Which, maybe they make me look dumb. Maybe they do throw in a summoning campaign that features like Gilgamesh and Saber Altar, because why would I summon for a servant that's free? It just doesn't make any sense. It's like paying for a free sample when you go to Costco or something. It's just so weird. Put these guys on rate up, right? because I would love to get more copies of Saber Alter. Maybe if they do that, maybe I will actually avoid, you know, summoning for the NP2 Scotty, and I'll just go for the Saber Alter instead, because she will be rather good when she gets that buff. But with all that being said, let me know in the comments down below who you're going to be picking in the comments down below. And with all that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have yourselves a nice day. Peace, late, guys.